It is the 5-Minute Penguins postgame here on Pittsburgh Hockey Now and the National Hockey Now YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Dan Kingerski here at PPG Paints Arena, where the Penguins have won their fourth straight. They did it 4-0 over the Buffalo Sabres. And yes, I'm standing a little further away. We've got a little microphone. We're going to test this out. We're going high tech here at Pittsburgh Hockey Now. Let me tell you how the Penguins did it on Saturday night. I had to think of the day after that West Coast trip. Has me a little bit discombobulated. The Penguins did it in the same way they beat Anaheim on Tuesday, the same way they beat the Colorado Avalanche earlier this season, and I think the same way that they can beat other very good teams for the rest of the season. If there is a magic bullet, a secret formula to the Pittsburgh Penguins' success, it might just be denying their DNA, as Mike Sullivan calls it. He said again tonight, our DNA is to play high offense, high reward. But what they're doing right now is winning low event hockey. And they're creating the low event hockey. It's not that they're playing other teams who are shutting them down. They are, in fact, the team doing the shutdown. That, I think, is probably the most impressive thing in this 4-game winning streak. You can toss the San Jose win. I mean, it was what it was. Circle the Anaheim win when they shut down the high-flying Ducks, who had won 6 in a row. Circle this game against the Buffalo Sabres, who in reality are competing with the Penguins for a wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. Last year, the Sabres were right there with the Penguins. A point, a win away would have been actually ahead of the Penguins. And Buffalo really wants to make the playoffs this season. It's been too long of a drought. So this should have been a big game. And the Penguins just sucked the life, for the most part, out of the Buffalo Sabres. And I find that very interesting. Look, the Penguins' top line, Sidney Crosby, Brian Rust, Jake Gensel, those guys are on another planet right now. They are playing some of the best hockey that I think I've seen from that line. Brian Rust is on every puck, and he's getting slippery, too. I think he's learning from Jake Gensel just a little bit. He's getting slippery. He's finding some open spots. He clanged the post tonight and had a couple pokes down low. Crosby playing well. Evgeny Malkin playing well. Evgeny Malkin also playing patient with Riley Smith. And poor Rickard Rakell. Drew O'Connor got rid of his monkey on Saturday night. O'Connor scores his first goal of the season. I think he promptly took the monkey off his back and heaved it down the bench on poor Rickard Rakell, who still searching. And Rakell had a couple great looks on Saturday. He's had a couple great looks every game. He's either missing the net, he's either pounding the crest, or a defenseman comes sliding or flying over with a stick or a skate to get in the way. Let's turn the page to the backside of the Penguins. Tristan Jarry also played very well on Saturday. That's really his third straight very good start. Now, I know a lot of you are lying in wait for a bad game from Jarry to say, see, I told you. I think you ought to relax that for just a good year, really. Jarry is coming into his own. He had a rough start. It happens. Look at the last 3 starts and how he has played. Buffalo did challenge Jarry in the first period. They came after. They got him after a couple times in the second period, too. The Penguins did have one glaring gaffe. In fact, it was the third line in the second period when both Radim Zohorna and Drew O'Connor got trapped behind the play. The line went heavy after the puck, but they didn't have it. Buffalo transitioned 4-on-2. Zemgus Girgensons wide open in front of the net, and Jarry made the save. Tage Thompson pulled up, stopped, and popped from the circle a couple of times, and Jarry got those as well. Well, okay, maybe the post got one. But Jarry took away most of the net, forcing that shot that caromed off the outside of the post. And otherwise, look, 3 shutouts in the first 10 games. 11. Should kind of tell you something, right? Tristan Jarry will be fine. He's playing very well. What he said after the game tonight was, look, I told you a couple weeks ago, it would be hard work that gets me out of it. I needed to show the guys I'm working hard, and that's what I've been doing. Drew O'Connor also smiled in the locker room when I asked where the monkey was. He's like, yeah, it felt good to get that first one. And in case you're curious, Erik Karlsson didn't care if he got the power play goal or if Sidney Crosby got it. First awarded to Crosby, then awarded to Karlsson. He's like, I don't know and I don't care. We needed the power play goal. Now, the Penguins need to start drawing a few more power plays. That would be a step in the right direction, too. But otherwise, everything is coming together. You can tell the Penguins are starting to feel it. They're starting to accept the low-event games might be where it's at for them. And being older, a little wiser, perhaps, maybe just perhaps, they have the patience to do it as well. So, from PPG Paints Arena, I'm Dan Kingerski on the National Hockey Now, the Pittsburgh Hockey Now YouTube channel. Like and subscribe real quick. Thanks.